Today's MTG box analysis will focus on the opening of a Brothers War draft booster box that took place on September 29th, 2023. We'll begin the analysis by looking at all of the cards that we pulled from the 36 draft booster packs. Then we'll review how much of the set we covered in non-foil and foil, along with a breakdown of coverage by rarity and a look at box duplication. Following this, we'll establish a baseline for value with a look at the current value of the set before moving into a recap of the actual observed value. Finally, we'll conclude with a summary. If you want to go deeper into the analysis and see all of the metrics for this box and more than 160 others, simply join the channel at the Give Me the Data level to download the analysis. Let's get things started by reviewing the contents of the box versus the cards that we were eligible to see. Using this chart, we can see the foils that we pulled in orange, the non-foils in green, and the set in gray as the baseline. In the non-foil space, we saw between 64 and 69 cards for each of the primary colors of Magic, giving us a variance of only 5 cards. In the foil space, those numbers dropped to a range of 0 to 1 cards. Also of note, we saw 31 retro frame cards and 6 schematic cards in these 36 packs. Moving into coverage, from the main set, we saw 225 unique non-foils out of a possible 295. This gave us 76% coverage of the cards that we were eligible to see. Our highest coverage among the primary colors of Magic was in green with 90% coverage. Now, from the Retro Artifact subset, we saw 32 unique cards, giving us 25% coverage of the subset. In the foil space, we saw 11 of the 295 cards, giving us 4% coverage of the set. And in the Retro Artifacts, we only saw 1 of the 126 cards, giving us less than 1% coverage. Pivoting to coverage by rarity, in today's box, we saw 100% of the commons and 99% of the uncommons that we were eligible to see in non-foil. We also saw 31 of the 69 rares for 45% coverage and 5 non-foil mythics for 20% coverage. In the foil space, we saw 5% of the commons, 3% of the uncommons, 2 foil rares for 3% coverage, and a single foil mythic for 4% coverage. In the Retro Artifact subset, we saw 53% of the uncommons in non-foil, along with 11 of the 60 rares for 18% coverage and 2 non-foil mythics for 7% coverage. In the foil space, we only saw a single rare for 2% coverage. In total, we saw 45 rares and 8 mythics within these 36 draft booster packs. From a duplication standpoint, being a draft booster box, a lot of repeats were expected. Now in today's box, we ended up seeing 131 cards repeated 271 times for a box duplication rate of 50%. Before getting into the value of today's draft booster box, let's first review the current value of the set. This chart shows all 295 cards from the main set and the 130 cards from the subset that you can pull out of a draft booster pack using non-foil market prices as of September 27th, 2023. Currently, the set features 8 cards valued over $10. The main set features 4 of those cards, with the Portal to Phyrexia being the most valuable at $26.14. From the Retro Artifact subset, both versions of the Wormcoil engine and the Mox Amber fill the top 4 spots. The Brothers War also features 14 cards valued between $5 and $10 and 58 cards valued between $1 and $5. The other 341 cards are currently valued less than $1. The total market value of the 295 cards from the main set is $213.38, and the 126 artifacts have a current market value of $250.46. Now let's begin to recap the value that we saw in today's box. In the non-foil space, we saw 2 big hits. We pulled the number 2 card, the Cityscape Leveler, currently valued at $21.38, and the number 1 card, the Portal to Phyrexia, valued at $26.14. We also picked up 4 cards valued between $5 and $10 and 18 cards in the $1 to $5 range. The other 504 non-foils in the box are currently valued less than $1. In the foil space, we saw 1 big hit, the Myrel Shield of Argive, with a market value of $14.96 in foil. We also saw 1 foil valued between $1 and $5. The other 10 foils in the box are currently valued under $1. So how did this box perform? Well, I purchased this box directly from a private seller on eBay for $80 even. Now, the current market price for these boxes as of September 27th is a little bit cheaper at $78.38. The Brothers War Draft Booster Box contains 36 packs, each with 15 cards, allowing you to see 540 cards plus tokens. The 34 tokens have a total market value of $6.32. The 37 cards that we pulled from the Retro Artifact subset have a total market value of $31.55. The 10 basic lands that we saw are valued at $3.16. The 344 commons came up to be $13.80 in market value, and the 110 uncommons that we saw are currently valued at $19.99. The 33 rares that we saw have a current market value of $36.49, and the 6 main set mythics that we pulled are valued at $74.13. Add it all up, and the grand total for this box comes up to be $185.44 in card market value, which is a gain of $105.44 over the price I paid, and means that I saw a return of 231% of my purchase price in card value. Now, for those of you interested in cards valued just over $2, the numbers look like this. In total, we saw 17 cards valued over $2 in this box, and they have a current combined value of $123.45, which means that those 17 cards represent 67% of the total box value and 154% of my purchase price, making this a very profitable draft booster box. Get early access to videos, download the analysis for every box open on the channel, and personally DM me, just like these fine people, all by becoming a member of the channel through YouTube or over at mtgboxanalysis.com. You'll find links in the description. Until next time, do something amazing.